What is up? What is up? What is up?
How we doing, ladies and gents?
Popping.
Yeah, a bunch of good questions in here already. We're a little late. That's my bad on that. I was handing out buckets on the card. I did not play well on the card.
Good questions in here already. We're a little late. My bad on that. I was
Yikes.
out buckets on the card.
I had it open on the thing too. That's
Boomer hour over here. Has
very-
anyone been having past brands that you've been selling become restricted? It happens all the time. Without a way to submit an invoice to sell it again. Yeah, that'll happen, as well as listings will get shut down. All sorts of stuff happens. You just kind of roll with the punches and keep on chugging. But you'll send in 1,000 units. That listing will get shut down, deactivated, restricted, something like that. You'll have to pull all that inventory back. Stuff like that always isn't going to happen. The alternative is 40 years in a job that you don't like, or 7 years in a business without any profit, right? Those are kind of the alternatives.
Yeah, so one is clearly worse than the other. And the one you guarantee you learn a bunch of good skills too. A lot of redeeming qualities outside of just money. I just repped like 2K in inventory. What brand? Well, just what brand? Because that's buying a lot of an ASIN that like there aren't other people selling, or there are other people already selling it right there. I'm not sure. What up, Corey? Did you upload your coaching call from last week?
Probably not. I'll do it after this.
Because I'll post both those tonight. What up, P-Dubs? How we doing? Cool, guys. Yeah, so we're going to be on for like 30 or 40 minutes. So any questions you guys have, please feel free to fire away on. I'm going to get Instagram going as well right here.
I would buy the course, just don't have the funds yet, but hopefully soon.
Yeah, just start small, low risk. Check out some books, get some free book inventory to flip on Amazon. And that'll be a good thing right there.
When it comes to selling shoes, I've noticed some of them at Marshall's came without the top, the shoebox. Would you still sell? So the thing is, it's technically against TOS, but I mean, I'd be lying to say that Miles and I have never done that. All right, so you could throw that thing in one of those big the clear poly mailers or whatever they're called, the shrinking the poly bags, and just send them in. You may have an increased return rate. You may not. If it's super profitable, I'd probably take the chance. If it's not, I probably wouldn't. But it's just going to be kind of like a case-by-case basis. But again, Miles and I, Danny, we've all done it as we were coming up. So
yeah, and the also thing, you can talk to the employees and see if they have any with box lids, and you can also get to know them and see if they can hold ones with box lids on the back of stuff they get in the future if they get more of those too.
Positioning. It's one of the most important things, not only in this business, but life, right? That's going to pay huge dividends if you start to improve your positioning with the people you talk to, the businesses you interact with, not only with OA and RA, but in wholesale, right? Because once you start dealing with these sales reps and dealing with these companies, it's all about how you position yourself, your brand, your company, your team, with respect to the prospective business relationship. The better you get at positioning, the higher your conversion gets with the accounts that you're are looking to open. It all comes back to how you position yourself inside and outside of the business.
For my first order is buying a week's worth of stock safe. Absolutely. Do you have to start an LLC to start selling on Amazon? You definitely don't have to. You can if you want to, though, but you don't have to. You ever took loans out of LLCs to purchase properties? I have not. We have Sir Wifiastro in the building.
What's up?
How do you guys manage taxes with the CPA helping out?
LLC and prep center state or residency. Your business is based out of.
Yeah.
Are we waiting for Danny? No, we were not. I was dealing with a wholesaler for Drunk Elephant and Thrive products before the hype was here, and now it seems they're restricted.
So all of those products are allowed. You can't list are there other people selling them too? Because that's weird that you wouldn't be able to submit if other people can. I can't pick. Oh, you're getting cancels on Chewy and PetSmart. Yeah, that's going to be difficult. See if you can hit up the brands that you're buying on those websites and see if they can give you a distributor list that you can potentially go ahead and buy wholesale on. Because it's going to be very difficult from what I've heard to get around cancel on those websites.
What do you think of the Ty Lopez podcast, Danny?
Good. Yeah, it's good. Oh, we can't hear you, Danny.
Yikes. That's an L.
Connect the Wi-Fi right there. Ooh, still can't hear it.
Yeah, the list is backing out list. Having trouble with OA. What are different strategies when doing OA? So getting started, it's going to be a volume game, right? Fact of the matter is, if you start with a profitable product, right, that's probably OA. So pick any sort of Nike OA lead that's going to connect you to 5, 10, 20, 30 sellers who have all acquired that first product. The benefit of that is now you are connected to potentially 600, 1,000, 1,500 adjacent products that are likely similar to those Nike products, if not Nike products. And with SellerAmp's help, you can qualify those products super, super quick, right? So if you start with one product, whether it's profitable or not, it doesn't matter. The benefit of having that starting point is that you can really consume and digest and qualify a lot of information really quick. So if you're in a storefront on SellerAmp, all those keeper graphs are going on the right hand side of this right hand side of the page. You don't even have to look at the product. All you're doing is qualifying the keeper graph. Then you go over to the buy cost. You press Google, see if it's even close, and keep it moving. With that sort of process, you can qualify hundreds of products in tens of minutes, and that's a powerful thing, right? Because then you start at one product, you go down a couple rabbit holes, and then all of a sudden you look up in an hour. Now you've disqualified 600 products. The inevitability, if you're looking in the right places, that you're going to find one at that point is so high.
Yeah, and you got to understand that almost every website has some sort of discount or coupon or way you can make the buy cost cheaper. So I think one of the biggest mistakes beginners make is thinking that when they Google a product with SellerAmp, that it's just going to be sitting there profitable in Google Shopping. That's not the case. But that's actually a good thing, not a bad thing, because we understand that there's discounts for every website. You just have to find, track, and manage and understand how those work basically in terms of keeping track of all the discounts, discounted gift cards you can get, and stuff like that in terms of OA. For split listings, how to combine again, contact Amazon, see if they can re-add it. That should be pretty doable.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ty Lopez podcast is great. I got about 30, 45 minutes left of it. Ty Lopez the GOAT.
Our physical meetups with distributors productive. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. You always want to do what other people can't. You do wholesale or retail arbitrage or private label. So we do online arbitrage and a little bit of wholesale. And my buddies I'm on YouTube Live with do only wholesale.
But like finishing the point Miles was talking about, it's all about establishing moats around your product, right? Miles talks a bunch about the discount method, the coupon codes. Believe it or not, that's a big moat, right? Because we forget how small the Instagram community is, right? So you may see on your Twitter feed, everyone's talking about coupon codes and discount codes and things like that. And so it may be commonplace in our very small niche of the internet, but in the enormity of Amazon, not everyone's doing it. So discount codes, coupon codes create moats. Variations create moats. Looking at products without a buy box is a moat. Looking at products without a sales rank is a moat. We're looking at products without a matching UPC. All these things create moats around our OA products. And the bigger the moat, the more longevity your products are going to have. Right. So just keep that in mind. On the other hand, right, we talk about a lot of like the Nike sales and things like that. When Nike is having a 30% off sale, that's the opposite of a moat. That works in inverse, right? Because you know how many people are going to be going through those same sorts of products, got the same sort of email, doing the same sort of a number analysis that you are. And so like the efficiency of how you can acquire it, right? Is it like that sort of window shopping sort of thing where everyone's looking at that same product? Or is it what Miles is talking about, where you have to kind of like manufacture that margin, go that extra step and find the coupon code, the discount code, things like that?
Wait, what? Products without a sales rank? That's a good thing. It's not necessarily a good thing, but for whatever reason, Amazon does have certain products that don't have a sales rank that you can look at the keeper chart and see that they recently had a pretty low sales rank when they did have a sales rank, or that the competition is going down and has gone down. So that clearly validates that that sells as well. You said that big mistake. Yeah. So the big mistake a lot of people make is thinking that stuff is just going to be sitting profitably on websites at the price that it shows on the website. That's not how it works. That's the whole reason online arbitrage works in the first place, is because consumers don't know how to get the discounts that we do. And then they're willing to pay more than they can get elsewhere on the websites if they did know about them for the trust on Amazon. Do you mainly request feedback for every order? Or do you have a system? Use the BQ review requester. You can get a free trial of it at the link in the description, is what I use. So most you have ever made on one product, probably like 25K in profit on one ASIN. I know, Danny, yours is like 40, right? Or it might even be higher than that, right?
On one particular
one ASIN, yeah.
The chlorine, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
No, there's other ones more.
Oh wow.
Probably 50.
So so Miguel, you asking enough, so how much you need to get into wholesale is the wrong question, right? It's, do I know enough people where if I find an opportunity that's too big for me, can I still leverage it, right? And so shift the wiring of your mind, right? Obviously, there's going to be opportunities where there's a 15,000 MOQ or 20,000 or 30,000 MOQ, and if you don't have that, you don't have it. But if you do the work, you should still be able to reap the benefit of that work. So have a network that you can depend on. If you find an opportunity that's too big, well, now I can maybe tag team it, bring 2 or 3 other Amazon sellers, split the MOQ, and now you're in business. But like,
So,
as a rule of thumb, 10,000 I would say to really get going. But that's not to say if you have 5,000, you're not going to find a brand that maybe have a 5,000 MOQ. But the fact of the matter is, with wholesale, the more capital you have, the more leverage you gain, you're awarded, right? So if you can place a $20,000 order, you're just naturally going to be able to demand a bigger discount than 5. That's not to say you also can't find a brand that's going to willingly allow you a 10% discount on a $1,000 order. You won't know until you put in the reps, though.
What's a good profit percent that we should look after? Anything above like 10%.
Danny, what you got?
No, I was gonna say, Con asked, how often are you guys going on using credit cards for POs? In times, what's the deciding factor between choosing direct pay, which I think it means wire, versus credit card? It just depends how high the credit card fee is, if there is one. Also, sometimes you could use that if you can pay cash. You can use wiring as a negotiation point for a higher discount because they have to pay fees on those credit card payments. It just depends, but usually credit card always. Even if there is a fee, I'll still do it.
Yeah, the advantage, the extra leeway on those, because even if they require wire, you can use Melio or Plastic or any of these companies as like intermediary, and you still have the benefit of obviously having that extra prolonged payoff period.
Yeah. Been FBM backpacks. When will back to school sales slow down? The nice thing is you can see the Keepa charts
when the data says it.
Yeah, so it's going to be like mid-September, but I wouldn't worry about that at all. Like you're going to have the anecdotal data around when your items slow down. You want to pump them to the moon. So that's
the thing that I've also been bringing up is we're not talking about like Halloween costumes, right? There's not going to be like a drop dead date where it's like, oh, what am I going to do with this backpack? I got to return it. Maybe the margin goes down a little bit, but they're backpacks. They're likely Nike backpacks that people are buying all year round. Yeah. So it's not like getting stuck with like a Star Wars costume on November 1st, right? It's a little bit more lenient than that. So it's not necessarily as specific in terms of when you have to stop buying.
Amex Gold, I think, is the best first business credit card.
That's an incredibly hot take. Amex
Plum. Right. There's no reason not to get the Plum.
Yeah. What's better about the Plum than the Gold?
I think the Gold and the Platinums, the way they increase your limits a lot quicker than the Plum.
Yeah, but I mean, the fact if they don't have cash to back it up, it's empty. It doesn't do any good.
True. Yeah. But personally, I think getting the higher limit is better.
That's funny. So yeah, back to school stuff started popping off. Yeah, once July 15th hits, like it's go time. Purchasing gift cards. You guys should write this down. So card cash, raise, and top cash back.
Card cash.
Yeah. Hooked it up.
I used to sell Home Depot gift cards to card cash.
Yeah, from Amex. I remember that. I used to do that too.
Now, and the thing with card cash is you can get set up like with a B2B account. So if you want to buy a lot of them or like large amounts, you can get set up with like a sales rep where you can kind of establish that relationship and get an extra couple of discount point or percentage points off.
Net 60 is beautiful. Con, we're in Miami, right? I think
Net 60 is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, at Net 60 with Plum, where you just have 120 days to pay it.
Yeah. Unbeatable.
If you do it right, but yeah.
When Amazon splits FBI shipments, is there any penalty if I just cancel one of the shipments?
Nope.
No. The cool thing is, right, so if it splits, I think you get like 5 or 10% up and down. So, right, if you're sending like 50 units to one prep center, one FBA center is like 5 to the other, you can change the 5 to 0 and the other one to 55. I forget like the actual math behind it, but I think it's like 10%. So the Prodigy, the Plum, you can have it's 10. It's paid 10% after 30 days, and then the rest after 60. So in theory, you get like. You get like 60 days.
Yeah, when are you getting back here, man?
This is a crossover if I've ever seen one before.
Yeah.
It's happening.
We're getting hella viewers and shit now too here. I'm in NYC right now. Oh, that's fire. Cool. Well, are you getting back tomorrow?
What are the questions we got, guys? I booked. If you guys could please suggest some legit websites for. Oh yeah.
Garrett,
whose child was that?
All right.
I don't know. We were just walking by him outside.
Oh, I thought that was like in your house or something.
No, we were outside. It was annoying, but it was
I was like,
outside.
there's something you need to tell us.
live, even though we got hella viewers in it.
Miles and Astro, you guys should hold and meet up in
I
Miami.
fuck with the Astro name. I fuck with that heavy.
Oh shit, yeah, that's me. Oh,
Meetups are a lot
dude,
of work, bro.
I really want to do. I mean, I would do a meetup. I really want to do a basketball tournament because so many people have crazy takes on Twitter, like crazy.
Crazy.
I don't think they understand. Miles and I are in the basketball lab every day.
In threes, the BBB squad, I think, would run.
Like, it doesn't matter if you've been playing. Like, we're actually there every day. Like, there's just no shot. So, I gotta see that.
I believe Paxful is not legit. So I would not. I would avoid buying.
There was I forget his name, Chris or someone replied to your comment yesterday.
Yeah,
that he would beat both of you like 21-4 or something just because he was resting.
Yeah, that's just like that. Even that take alone is crazy. I'm on that. I hooped in college. So you're definitely good. Yeah. Spark or Chase Sync Unlimited. Spark due to the 2% cash back as well as due to the high limits. Right there. Yeah.
You guys can play pickleball. Dude, pickleball looks like a lot of fun, low key.
Yeah, I should. It's a big thing. No, it's a big thing. It's a big thing.
Or
that's the one in like in the room, right? That's
squash.
Yeah, squash is
off a wall. Pickleball is versus someone else.
It's like
so is squash.
Mini tennis. Yeah, mini tennis. Yeah. That's
I would lock you guys down and hold you guys to.
So those are the best websites for the pet category. You just don't know how to discount them, or you're looking at the wrong items so far.
You guys.
The other thing with the pets, I tried Petco and Smart, but can't find much. The other problem that you're gonna inevitably run into with pet, along with like grocery, is that you're gonna be competing with a lot of wholesalers on a lot of that stuff. And so, contrary to why like Miles likes all the Nike stuff and the clothing stuff, you have a innate moat because you don't have that wholesalers that are potentially driving the price down, right? And so, with the grocery stuff, with the pet stuff, you're always going to be kind of fighting wholesalers off that are going to just naturally be buying at a better price, higher up the supply chain, those sorts of things.
So unless the supplier is familiar with shipping to FBA, and even if they are, I usually would not ever do it just because they're going to fuck something up undoubtedly. Like they don't care about my inventory. My prep center cares a lot more, and like that's their job. A wholesaler or any type of distributor or supplier, like their job isn't to put the FN SKU label on properly. Like that becomes a mess or it can become a mess. So I like to prep center. That's their job. Prep the product, send it to Amazon. I leave it at that.
How do we effectively avoid IP issues? Just look at the history. I mean, you really want to try and avoid buying products that have continuously like less than 3 or 4 sellers. And then that, like Miles is pointing, that like really steep drop off in the offer count, call it like more than like 50-60% in a really short amount of time. That does not coincide with obviously a change in demand, right? So obviously if you're looking at a Thanksgiving item, as the product approaches Thanksgiving, you're going to see that drop off in offers just because the whole supply and demand thing. But if it's just like a normal everyday item and you see that offer count drop down, especially if it goes from like 20 to like 2, that's going to be and SellerAmp, right? A lot of the hard work is taken off our plates with SellerAmp, that has like a documented tool. I mean, I think it's like consumer driven that really alerts you of prospective IP alert issues.
There's way more OA sellers than wholesalers, and it's not even close. I find that clothes have a lot of returns. Anything that if you just go to the listings that you sell and storefront stock from there, you're going to find tons of other products that are in other categories that will make sense for that stuff too. Basically, I sell used books. My IPI score is below 400. Don't worry about that at all. Especially if you're selling used books and restock limits aren't an issue. I wouldn't worry about that at all.
Dude, buy OA.
Well, that's it.
Get out of that game.
Yeah.
Using a prep center, how long typically does it take to see your revenue come back to you from product purchase to Amazon? I mean, the prep center really should only add like 2 or 3 days max.
Yeah.
So with whatever you typically are used to, and then add 3 days, right? If you're buying away, it's probably like a good 4 to 5 weeks with FC transfer and all that, maybe 3.5.
And then it depends when the products check in your payment cycle and when they go live, and then like how long it takes to sell. There's a lot of variables.
Can you sell no box lid Nike products on Amazon? Nope. So CPAs understand the whole concept of e-commerce. That's a very crazy blanket statement. I'm going to go ahead and say no. It's on you.
No, you're gonna want to use a CPA that has e-commerce.
Yeah, you got to
least
make sure
e-commerce experience.
they know how it works.
Ideally, they have experience with Amazon specifically, but at the minimum, e-commerce, especially with you guys that are just starting out, you don't want to be learning taxes as well as teaching your CPA taxes. It's going to be a mess.
Yeah, just make sure they understand like what's going on.
Do you guys ever delete old listings? It maybe if you're worried about IPs, but not for any big brands. It's just a waste of time. How do you keep track of when sales come on? So this is a really good question. So I get a lot of my data these days from just being active in the community and talking to a lot of sellers. Another great way is to join the email list of all your favorite websites, the text list of all your favorite websites, so that they tell you when the deals are going. Right there, which is a really, really good way to do things. How long from setting up an account to actually start selling? 3 to 4 days once your account's approved. Is there a metric for inventory that sells fast versus slow selling items? In terms of like your stock counts, Andre, that you have, or like sales rank would be the indicator in terms of prior to buying.
How did you go? I have no idea. That's I mean, none of us do really prep anymore.
Yeah. Any of you guys headed to ASD? Yes, we will all three be.
What do you guys
easy, but what degree is OA against Amazon TOS without brand approval? You get brand approval, so you super easy.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go to ASD, Garrett.
Yeah,
that'd be lit.
How do you guys feel loans versus lines of credit?
Like Amazon accepting an invoice for ungating is the exact same system that looks at it for an inauthentic complaint as well. Which country are you from? United States.
Oh, Sweden.
How many accounts do you operate? Just one. That's not true. Sales this month will be around 100. Any advice for those in the UK market? It's not as huge as US. Yeah, there's still a ton of good opportunity though.
Sell in the US market.
When there are variations, is the monthly sales on seller and back rate? Yeah, so it takes into account all the different variations right there. So it's on you to determine velocity based on the overall keep it chart. I personally don't even look at estimated sales because I learned without it right there. And especially when like the rank skyrockets at something, it can change it.
Yeah, estimated sales is a relatively new thing in the past.
Yeah, completely. Yeah,
I was not around 4 years ago.
I don't even think you need it. What about ungating OTC? You can check out my ungating tutorial at the link in the description. Can I apply to sell FBM without review? Of course you can. How was Prime Day for you guys? It was actually better than I expected. It was very, very good.
Prime Day was wild.
Yeah, there's other YouTube videos on ungating OTC too. Right there. If you guys could go back to when you began, what would you do differently? I mean, not much, honestly. I feel like we all did it like the easy way, the way together, you know?
I wish I bought more.
Yeah, exactly. Little things like that. But I feel like all things considered to where it got us, like I'm pretty cool and satisfied.
I would outsource prep way earlier.
Yeah, true.
I think that's if I look at my journey.
There's something about doing it like yourself, like the way we were.
Well, and you get screwed though. It's like a lot. Like we were so and still are, but we were so motivated back in the day. Like having it in hand was so good. Being able to FBM was so good. Being able to
dude, being able to FBM was huge.
That was
big time.
Crazy. The propaganda by people who make no money, who like are telling people not to FBM. Yeah. No, dude, Jonah, you've been asking ungating questions for months, man. No, like, yes, retail invoices. Yes, that's how ungating works. That's how unauthentic complaints work. I'll keep telling you if you like, you know.
And if you get denied, you got to just keep resubmitting it.
Resubmitting, yeah. Like
someone had a good. Billy, I think, had the quote. He was like, "Dude, it's all about mindset. It's all about mentality."
Yeah, it completely is too.
Prime Day was lit. Yeah, Prime Day was massive.
Does your account level reserve go down the more you sell? Yes, absolutely. So in terms of respect to payoff, absolutely.
Some item in Amazon doesn't have BSR. What does it mean?
You don't need to reach out to any brands for approval. If you can see other people selling it and Amazon approves you to sell it, then it's fine. What's something you recommend to a beginner but not to an experienced person? Document on social media. I mean, I would recommend that to an experienced person too. But
I had an interesting Amazon find last night. So this is like kind of random. So Amazon has a luxury section now of their website where they sell like designer brands. Not all of the brands sell on it, but the ones who are selling like Louis Vuitton and Gucci, it's a company based out of New Jersey. And I clicked on their website and at the bottom, it says they are not an authorized reseller of these brands, yet they're selling it on Amazon and they have like an exclusive deal for it. It's very weird. It's very odd.
Do you guys enable inventory placement service? No, it's too expensive. Do not.
Yeah, don't do it.
No, if you're getting declined for an invoice, just keep resubmitting and give them a ton of info.
Do you recommend waiting out a price if it tanks? Depends on a couple things, how much you have invested, right? If your business is worth 5,000 and you have 3,000 involved in a product, well, then you have a lot more motivation to drop it. If the product moves super fast and there's not much at that tank's price, again, more motivation to hold out. What's kind of a good metric is if you know how much approximately that product is going to sell in a month, take how many units are below market and kind of do that comparison and estimate how many days worth of stock are theoretically below market.
Yo, didn't Amazon Lit one time say they used inventory placement service? Do you remember that? I feel like I heard them say that once.
No, inventory placements are. I'm pretty sure it's a massive waste of money. I think
I know.
Dude,
I
it's
feel like
so
I heard them say it once.
expensive.
I know.
I spent like $5,000.
I think they may have changed the pricing structure of it, to be honest.
They had to. It was like because
I remember him saying it once.
Even when you like, obviously, like if it's over 18 units, it typically goes to the same place, but they still charge you if you're sending more than 18 units, while also bringing it. It's dumb. It's a hoax.
You guys had issues selling Basel products with IP complaints. I'm not sure really what that brand is on Mr. Doozy, but if you look on the Keep It chart for a couple listings in that brand and you don't see any IP complaints, like really, really stable jobs, I think you'll be good to go to place test store. But look at a bunch of listings.
Yeah, Con, I would imagine the return rate is nuts.
Nuts on those, yeah.
And there's probably a lot of fraud going on.
When Amazon puts an item on sale, how does that affect your bottom line? I'm pretty sure it doesn't affect it at all.
It might just affect your sales.
No,
an item on sale. Yeah. I read that wrong.
Yeah.
Mr. Up to Date, is that like new? Because I'm pretty sure it was based on size before. They may have changed it.
That's interesting if they did. I have no idea. Can you say on what sold really well back to school time last year?
Everything someone's gonna buy to go back to school is gonna go crazy.
You don't even have to look up a specific type of product. All you got to do is go and keep a product finder and filter for what's going up in price.
Yeah,
right.
Just find a 10-year-old on the street, ask them what they're buying back to school, and search those products.
No, never check the seller forums. You're just gonna see a bunch of negativity.
Whoa,
dude! The seller forums like MD, bro. You'll be.
Seller forums are kind of lit. I like the seller forums.
You're the type of dude to be in there responding to people.
Yeah, you would be. And getting in arguments with people too. Yeah.
Like maybe, but I've found some good information on the seller forums before.
Oh, I've found a ton, but the only time it's helpful is when you have like an email from Amazon, you don't really know what to do.
Yeah. Or if something has happened to your account, like let's say something's not loading, typically someone's going to the seller forums and complaining about it. So then you could find out very quickly if it's other people, but also you'll find that out on Twitter. And to be honest, this is a much better place right now than the seller forum. So, but it's a cool spot. If it's the last resort, it's a great spot.
Do you create your own invoices or let Amazon do it for you? FBM? Neither.
Neither. Yeah. Don't even include the packing slips. That's just unnecessary.
Packing slips are.
Yeah. I've never done that. Like
it's a psyop. That's a psyop.
Yeah. Going back to the whole back to school thing, and the really cool thing is Keepa allows us to really dig into that, right? So if we start in any backpack, right? Backpack is obviously a very universal back to school item. What you can do, right, is go into the last back to school season. So like not counting this, but like last August, see who is winning the buy box on those backpacks, and then you can go into their storefront and really pick apart what else they're selling. And so if you identify 5, 6, 10, 15 other sellers that are smart, likely taking part in back to school stuff, well, now you have a whole reserve of products that are probably similar as we approach back to school season.
Are you going to ASD? Yes, we'll be at ASD. The whole Seller Amp team's can be at ASD. What filters do you use on Keepa to check for what's selling super well? Just 0 to 100,000 sales rank in any category, any brand you put in, and then filter it to what's going up in price the most once you filter to the results, basically. By the way, if you guys want to see a marathon of live sourcing, I posted a 45-minute or 52-minute live sourcing video today on YouTube. I would really check that out if you want to see me find a bunch of winning product examples. Right,
dude, I loved the live sourcing ride along. That verbiage.
Yeah, yeah, I thought that was really good. I don't know how.
I'm gonna use that again for sure.
Yeah, so am I.
Okay,
you've never said it like that. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I've thought about saying it that way, but I didn't. Yeah, is that video doing well? Let me see. It's 15. Like, if any of you guys want to see me find a bunch of good shit live, I would go watch that. I'll link it too.
Does Seller Amp say how many times the item sells in a month? It's an estimation.
Yep.
And the problem is with that, if it has variations, it's going to give you a cumulative number, right? Because it's just derived based on the sales rank. So if it's a variation listing, obviously you can't take that estimated number of sales for face value. You kind of have to peel back another layer and go into the relative velocity of each individual variation and kind of decipher which one's which.
Bro commented on my video today, studying your videos like I'm about to be chosen to save the world from a meteor coming straight for Earth. Suggestions for virtual assistants looking for OA clients, post on Twitter. How's Miami? Miami's great. I'm not like sold on it long term, but I definitely like it for now. Shipping template for FBM. That's a good question. You're gonna need that for this year. So I would recommend, if possible, do 0-day handling time. It's gonna really, really help you get FBM buy box share.
But you actually have to do 0-day handling,
which is crazy. I never did, but I'm just that guy. So they just give me the buy box on stuff. But no, 0-day handling time is huge, guys. You really want to be using that right there. But yeah, charge free shipping, and then for expedited and 2-day shipping, charge like $15 plus $1 per pound, right there. Guys, I'm dropping like this really, really awesome Google Doc. Probably tomorrow. I'll see if I finish it tonight, but definitely on Friday.
Is that like the 20-page one?
It's 40 pages so far, but it's probably gonna end up around 50. Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
wow.
some of it's pictures though, because it's like visually breaking down like a winning product, how to find coupon, that kind of stuff.
That's
Yeah.
gonna.
All right, guys. Do I get a Philly cheesesteak or
Yes.
Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
Ooh, wait, get me one, bro.
All right, should we have a vote in the chat here?
Yes.
Okay. 1 for Philly cheesesteak, and it's amazing, by the way. 2 for Chipotle.
What up, D-Boyer? Any questions, bro? I got 1,500 saved up. Realistically, can I do good with that? You got about 10 times what I had when I started reselling, bro. Absolutely. How can I get started from scratch? So you're in the right place. You want to follow all of these guys on social media, all of the friends you see us interact with on Twitter, Instagram, or wherever. Watch a bunch of free content. Get SellerAmp, get Keepa, get your Amazon seller account open, and get in the game. Start finding products. If you have any, damn, there's a shit ton of votes. You see the votes rolling?
Yeah. Hey, everyone who's voting, get a question in the chat. If you're voting, let's go get. All right, I think it's Philly cheesesteak as one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are you getting it from?
Same thing as last time.
What? Same thing. What? You expect me to get you one? All right, chat. Should I get Miles a cheesesteak? Yes or no?
Bro feels like he's Aiden Ross right now. Would you recommend switching from a sole proprietorship to an LLC? That's completely up to you, honestly. I'm not like a lawyer or anything, so I can't give recommendations on that.
Danny, where are you getting the cheesesteak from?
It's a.
You can't. You can't.
Put it in chat.
They're showing love. Yeah, they're showing love right there. Yeah, okay.
That's crazy. I mean, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So.
I mean, no one here is from Miami. They're not gonna be able to order.
Con is.
Okay, well, I'm gonna put them on. No, I'm putting them on. All right, it's on DoorDash. It's called Chef Pepper. It's like a guy in his house. Everything he has is fire. Chef Pepper, only on DoorDash. It's amazing.
Not a paid advertisement.
No, it's not. But
if he wants to give Buy Box fan, it's the bag. That's cool. Damn, they have Raising Cane's in Miami?
I think it's in Miami Beach. Yeah, I went to it once. It was good, but the guy who I was with was like,
damn, Beast Mode. You're from Miami and you played D1 hoops? Yo, or played college hoops? Was that you? Beast Mode. Beast Mode. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up. We could use a fourth on the squad.
Chef Pep. Yeah, heard of that.
I like to schedule a video chat. Yeah, if any of you guys are interested in coaching, working directly with me, the link's in the description if you do want to apply for that. What conferences after ASD are there? So I'll be at Amazon United, which is in New Jersey in August 31st, I believe. And then we'll all be at Miami Sellers Conference as well, which is going to be in January, I believe. They don't have an official date yet, which is in Miami.
When is ASD again?
I believe it's August 21st to the 24th.
Damn. Bro, Miles, remember when Danny was like convinced he was gonna come speak at the Miami event, and then he just didn't show up.
I think I was sick the morning of. I think I was actually sick.
Nah.
But I was with you guys the night before at that.
Yeah.
The little
No,
event.
and we saw you the night after too.
Oh, damn. You're down in Homestead, bro. You're going to be driving to Brickell to hoop. That's respect right there.
We're in the lab, Garrett. We're in the lab.
That's
Wow.
true. Oh, cool.
I gotta
Gabe,
get paid to make those kind of appearances, Garrett. I gotta get paid. You cut the bag.
Shut your ass up.
Joking.
That's funny.
Are
Yeah,
you,
let's-
Miles? Are you speaking at
actually
the
loving-
NC United?
Sorry?
Are you speaking at the New Jersey
I'm
one?
not sure, but I know I'm definitely going for the boys. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going.
Damn. Okay. So you guys actually almost 1,000 views already on that video. So you guys did really like that video. So definitely check that. If you want to see your boy finding a bunch of listings right there, check that out.
Yep.
20 to
See you guys
22
in Jersey, yes, sir.
in Newark. Yeah, that's Danny's hood right there too. Damn, the views coming crazy.
Yeah, fun fact about Newark. I was one of the first door dashers. I was actually one of the first door dashers in the whole state of New Jersey.
Damn.
Or technically my father was,
That's
because
a
I wasn't
good,
18
good
yet.
like personal IG bio.
Really my father was, because I wasn't 18 yet, so I had to use all his information.
You guys need to come this. Oh, dude. So you're really hoop to damn, that's awesome, Christopher. So you're really into hoop. Because I actually know what you're talking about too. Right there. Cool. Do you guys also sell on eBay? No, but there's a lot of money to be made there.
eBay's great.
I think there's even no returns on shoes, which is like that's must be super, super profitable. Be able to sell shoes on eBay with no returns. Like if you can get like a good like virtual assistants, like listing stuff and everything, I think that'd be.
Dude, if you guys also have like electronics or stuff sitting around your house, if you make like a decent quality eBay listing, no reserve price, starting bid $0, 7-day auction, you will get a ton of money for it.
Okay, this is a good one. So typical, damn, eBay pays next day too. Yeah, Mia knows. Mia knows.
Oh yeah, eBay switched up the whole payment thing, and they don't go through PayPal anymore. They go direct deposit now.
Really? Don't they
Yeah.
own PayPal?
But
Or does-
also
PayPal-
fuck eBay and PayPal at the same time. Those are horrible companies.
PayPal is just so many
It's the
headaches.
same thing. Yeah, it's the same. They own
Also,
each other.
saving grace for OA. For everyone who's in here that buys OA, always use PayPal.
Yeah, it makes more secure.
I got like 3 more minutes. I gotta
Just
go get some grub
just
before
never
you
keep
call,
money
Miles.
in PayPal. They are
Oh yeah,
horrible.
I remember a horror story from you. I think, Danny.
No, it's never been too bad with me, but I've heard some crazy, like, wild stories.
Losing a ton of money. Yeah. Can you
They just-
post a link for the Amazon? Yeah, let me pull the link right.
They just like won't pay it out, or they'll hold it for like 6 months, which has happened to me before. I'm pretty sure that's happening to Oliver, who owns Tabs Chocolate. He started accepting PayPal payments on the site, and now PayPal is holding the money for
is
6
that the chocolate you had?
Yeah,
That, like,
they're holding the money for 6 months now.
Have you ever
Just
tried drop shipping? Not like fully like all out, but definitely a little bit.
Oh, that's love, Miles. Put that on the screen. Looking forward to a new email on your newsletter, Danny. Love reading
That's
them.
love, bro. Dude,
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Right there.
So wait, I have a funny note about dropshipping. So I had a store, like I put up a store like a month ago just to try some SEO stuff to see if I would get any hits on it. And someone ordered from it last night. And it is like the worst thing in the world. There's like actual brands on it too. And someone ordered from it last night.
Win is win. Drop ship that shit and let's get it.
No,
I'll get the ads going.
I'm not gonna fulfill it.
So it's ranking in the search now?
I don't know. I mean, actually,
wait.
I'm
So
gonna
you're
refund
gonna
the order.
refund. You're gonna refund.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna. Well, it was $9, but yeah, it's ranking in search right now. So I actually might need to dial it in.
Niche.
I'm not saying the brand or niche.
Any tip on winning the buy box? The lowest FBA price typically is going to get the buy box as long as the product is moving.
Yeah, and just delivery dates. Making
Yeah.
sure delivery dates are competitive. Which FBM you can control. FBA takes a little while to catch up. You shipped it in, right there. Do you prefer products with lower sales rank, lower ROI, or higher sales rank with higher ROI? So there's not actually too much of a difference between a 10K and a 40K rank. There is a big difference, but it's not like huge. But there's a huge difference between a 15% ROI and an 80% ROI. I would say a better comparison for that would be like 10K, 25% ROI versus 150K and 80% ROI. And I'd probably go with the first one. That's just because you're more liquid, you're more flexible, you move more units, make more overall typically.
Yeah.
Assuming it's from a source that you can get a lot, right?
Yeah, the time it takes for that higher rank item to sell and get the money back, you got to think how many units can you sell of that lower ROI one in that same time frame.
Cool. Awesome. So
I'll
yeah,
almost always go for the lower one, by the way.
yeah, just it's easier. It's
You
less
gotta, what Tate say? Speed,
speed.
move, roll it, keep rolling it. You gotta keep it going.
Agreed. Right there. Cool. All right, so we're gonna hop off in a couple minutes. So any final questions you guys have, please let us know in the chat right there. But be on the lookout. I'm dropping that guide either tomorrow or Friday. It's gonna be absolutely heat. It's complete sauce right there. And if you want to see me source a bunch of stuff, check out the video from today. Dropped a lot.
Miles, I'm going to get grub before your call.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, Garrett's got to do a coaching call in 20 minutes right there. All right,
guys.
You guys, damn, G-Body just hopped out.
How long does Miles last in the cold plunge after this?
Actually, vote in the chat. The record's 20 minutes, but that was with Danny, and Danny did have his phone right there.
Wait, I've done 40.
But that was with me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And with phone. Like,
doesn't really make a difference.
5 minutes? 5 minutes is light.
5 minutes is light work on.
5 minutes
That's light work. Well, it's about, how cold do you think? It's like 40, low 40s? It's got to be low 40s.
48, yeah.
Got to be low 40s.
Yeah.
Miles, I could destroy you on a plunge. Cap, I'll fly you to Miami, put a bet on it, and let's run the cold plunge.
That's Jake's brother too, yeah.
Even better, so he'll actually do it. Let's run it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there. Cool. All right. Sounds good, everyone. Make sure you follow Danny on Twitter. If you guys got any questions, let us know. Comments, answer all the comments on YouTube right there. Have a great night. See you soon. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, of course, Chris. Thanks for coming out. Appreciate you guys.